Good morning, I am Dheeraj Chauhan from Vyas Institute of Engineering and Technology, Jodhpur Mechanical Department, and I am here to introduce you to my car and my team which is going to participate in full throttle F1 racing car IIT Bombay competition, and my teammates.
I am Srishti Prateek from Vyas Institute of Engineering and Technology, Jodhpur Mechanical Department.
I am Pragati from Jodhpur Institute of Engineering and Technology, Computer Science Department, Jodhpur.
I am Deepak Kumar Khandelwal from Jodhpur National University, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Mechanical Department.
Hello, myself Abhishek Chaudhary. At present, I am pursuing my B.Tech in Mechanical stream from Jodhpur Institute of Engineering and Technology. Thank you.
Start.
Here I am going to introduce you to our car. It's a two-wheel drive off-road car. The uniqueness of car is its chassis. We designed this chassis with plywood, glass fibers and epoxy resin. There is a main chassis and upper chassis. On main chassis we mounted engine and steering system, and on upper chassis we mounted servo mechanisms and the receiver of the car.
This is the steering system of our car, in which we use hydraulic suspension, which is mounted on suspension pillars, and this is the link which is used in our car, which control the car motion. This is the whole mechanism is controlled by this servo, in which we use two adjustable link which control the car. Start. This all arrangement are called Ackerman type steering system.
Introducing you with the engine of our car. This is the engine mount on which the engine is mounted. This is the carburetor. This is the heat sinker on which fins are provided for heat transfer. This is the air filter. The carburetor is attached to the fuel tank through the rubber tubes. The fuel tank consists of a composition methanol plus castor oil 60:40 ratio. The methanol is used for ignition, whereas castor oil is for lubrication. Moving towards the flywheel of the engine, this is the flywheel on which centrifugal clutch is attached. This is the gear which is meshed with the differential gear. The differential gear transmits the power to the differential. Between the differential and the rear wheels, we have ball head rigid links, which is used. This is the ball head rigid link joint, which is combined with the rear wheel and the differential for final drive of the car. This whole engine is a glow plug 4.6 cc pull start engine. Silencer of our engine, and this is the exhauster. Here we have rear wheel suspensions, as in the front you have already seen.
Start.
The capacity of fuel tank is 100 ml. We have disc brake system in our car, which is
Start.
in this car we have used disc brakes, which is actuated by the servo mechanism. As the throttle is released, the lever is freed from the disc of the brakes so that the car can move easily, and as the throttle is decreased, the lever is engaged with the disc of the brakes, and thus the brakes are applied. This movement.
Here we are going to introduce the controlling system of our car. In this we are using a 2.4 GHz transmitter 6-channel receiver remote. The receiver is capped on the car and the remote is operated by the controller. This is our receiver of 6 ports. We are using only first and third port. The first port is of steering mechanism and the third port is for throttle as well as the brake mechanism. Here is the reset switch of receiver, and this is the antenna wire. This is the remote of which is controlled by the operator. The first channel is for the left and right, and the third channel is for throttle and brake. Here is the servo of our car. The servo's control system is of pulse width control 1520 microsecond neutral. The required pulse is 3 to 5 volt peak to peak square wave. The operating voltage is 4.8 to 6 volt. The operating temperature range is 22 plus 60 degrees centigrade. The operating speed at 4.8 volt is 0.23 second per 60 degrees at no load, and at 6 volt is 0.19 second per 60 degree at no load. The stall torque is at 4.8 volt is 44 ohms per inch, or in other words we can say 3.2 kilogram centimeter. The stall torque at 6 volt is 56.8 ohms per inch, and in other words 4.1 kilogram centimeter. The operating angle of the servo is 45 degree one side pulse traveling 400 microsecond. We are going to tell you the plugging system of our car, that how this is controlled by the remote. First of all, we plug. Here I am going to introduce the starting procedure of our car. First of all, we plug the cell in the battery box. Now here the red wire shows the positive and the black wire shows the negative part as usual. Now we plug this battery box at its proper place on the car. Like this I am doing. It is the igniter of our car, which contains a voltage of 1.2 volt and the 2500 milliampere current. Now to start the engine, we plug this igniter on the engine head where the glow plug is situated. Now to start the car, we pull this puller like this, and here is the car which is ready to run.
ऐसी जगह खड़े हो जाओ जहाँ से आप शूट कर सको अच्छे से। ये जगह ठीक नहीं है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर मैं कार लेके आऊँगा। ये जगह ठीक है, थोड़ा आगे पीछे चलना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। अब मैं करने क्या वाला हूँ, देखो यहाँ से चलेगी, एक बार या दो बार 8 बनाएगी, फिर उसके बाद यू टर्न लेगी, अंडर ब्रिज करेगी, फिर उसके बाद यहाँ पर आएगी, उसके ऊपर से जाएगी, ठीक है।